All in all, this is one of the best zombie survival sandbox out there. Hello guys, today we're gonna review 7 Days to Die. Awesome game. I know it's not the same for everyone, however I love the fact there is an RNG element to finding skill-related max. It adds a depth of customization you have to learn to appreciate, like how you should go about building your character based on the skills you leveled up plus the match you find, even if they don't match your build. It changes you how play the game as you adapt or embarrass the skill you may never use. Fight to survive, make a base of your own or use a pre-existing structure to fortify and search for the resource you need while every zombie nearby bones in on you. Each generated map you can customize the settings and more. Recommend it if you need the game to bing. I absolutely love this game despite how janky it looks and feels to play. However, while I've been in love with this game for almost I decide now, I must say that I'm not fond of the developers or the zero decision options. For one, despite being a sandbox game, it's quite restrictive when it comes to playstyle. For example, almost all of the important progression is locked behind skill blocks and magazines that have to be easily looted from a point of interest or bought from a trader, meaning that it's not uncommon to get stuck for several real-life hours when the game's RNG. Just Outfight refuse to give you what you need to keep progressing completely, regardless of your efforts or skill. Of course, this also means that playing the homie maker in players it's really an option if you want to be remote successful in the mid-late game, as the game barely rewards you for staying back and building while your friends do the looting. On the upside, loot spawns and XP gains can be tweaked to mitigate that issues, and I'm not even going to talk about how it seems like the devs change a bunch of important stuff around every other update just for the sake of its instead of building and improving existing systems, which is part of the reason why it still very much feels like the overall quality of the game is the same it was 5 years ago despite all the updates. It's probably the worst game that I love and consistently return to. I have played this game over the years. It has come a long way, as with anything in life you get what you want out of it, what you are willing to put into it. Yes, there will be bugs that get fixed along the way. Yes, the devs will keep working on it, it'll never be 100% polished game. The fact that it has taken more than a decade to get to the point means that the team behind it will not just walk away, they will keep it running and performing for at least another decade. This is a deep crafting game set in the world of you choose, alone or with friend or other survivor PvE or PvP, whichever is your style, will fit it. I prefer to play it at night, lights out on the screen and me with the headphones on. The surreal feel of fear is physical, you can almost smell the decay, covered with a light perfume of pine needles on the wine. Don't get this game if you want perfection. If you are like me, I don't let perfection get in the way of good enough to have fun with family and friends. First of all, this game has been out for years, and there is no reason they couldn't have changed the version of the game to 1.0 at any point in the past. There's been some road stage, but many modern games suffer from these issues, even still from the time I started playing it until now. It has felt feature complete. Being said, it still feels like it's still missing a few things, and several aspects of this game make it feel as it come out over. And they can't go because it's dead. The new gore system is great, but it came at a small cost that I am not sure anyone else has mentioned it. Headshots feel less satisfying before their heads will basically explode upon a crit, and it was awesome. Now their head almost always stay intact. They still do explode, but with all the different ways their heads can damage, there is just a smaller chance for total dissipation. There is still some balancing issues, especially for single player. They can mostly be circumvented by changing game settings, but I think you should have more control over what kind of loot you get, or maybe change how many crafting magazines you need to make progress. Maybe some kind of traders that can exchange them, or maybe add mechanics to read the max care field instead of just instantly reading all of them directly from the container where they were found. They also made the game way harder for some reason, and I don't think it does the game any favors. Playing on normal now, and I'm considering turning it down to easy. Another thing that I think could use more balancing are the armors. As far as I can tell, there is almost no instance where set bonus will be better than a mismatch of a few different pieces. There is one set which does have a unique ability, but the other are just really nice, or grant a bonus which is governed by low tier weapons, making them pointless after a certain stage of the game. A trivial amount of ammo for a weapon you don't use, a single pocket mod, a skill magazine you already read, or 5000 fuel, which is ridiculous amount of fuel in the real game. Thank you for watching, guys. Goodbye.